For countless individuals, coffee is more than just a drink. It's a non-negotiable morning ritual. It's the jolt that gets you going, the comfort that eases you into the day. The primary active ingredient in coffee is caffeine, a natural stimulant that affects your central nervous system. When you consume caffeine, it quickly enters your bloodstream and affects various bodily functions, including increased alertness by blocking adenosine, a neurotransmitter that promotes sleep; energy boost by increasing the release of stimulating neurotransmitters like dopamine and norepinephrine; temporary metabolic boost can slightly increase your metabolism. However, coffee is rarely consumed black. For many, the morning coffee comes with creamers, often loaded with sugar, unhealthy fats, and artificial ingredients. Sugars from simple table sugar to flavored syrups, milk or dairy alternatives which add carbohydrates and sometimes extra sugars. These additions significantly change the nutritional profile of your morning brew, transforming it from a simple coffee into a sugary, high-calorie concoction. What many don't realize is that even black coffee itself can affect blood sugar levels, especially for certain individuals. While coffee is often linked to long-term benefits for type 2 diabetes risk in some studies, the immediate, acute effect on blood sugar can be very different. Understanding this complex relationship, both the direct impact of caffeine and the indirect impact of additions, is crucial for anyone monitoring their metabolic health. It's a common misconception that only sugar directly impacts blood glucose. The surprising truth is that even plain black coffee, primarily due to its caffeine content, can acutely raise blood sugar levels in some individuals. This is a crucial point for those managing or at risk for prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. Here's the science behind the caffeine effect on blood sugar. 1. Glucose production by the liver. Stimulated by caffeine, caffeine can stimulate your liver to release more glucose into your bloodstream. Your liver constantly stores and releases glucose to maintain stable blood sugar. Caffeine interferes with this regulation, prompting the liver to release its stored sugar. This is part of the body's natural fight-or-flight response, where caffeine acts as a mild stressor, preparing the body for action by providing immediate energy, glucose. Increased stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline. Caffeine triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are naturally designed to raise blood sugar by breaking down glycogen, stored glucose, in the liver and muscles. This provides quick energy for a perceived threat. Chronic effect. For regular coffee drinkers, repeated caffeine intake can lead to chronically elevated levels of these stress hormones, contributing to persistent higher blood sugar. Impact on insulin sensitivity. Reduced sensitivity. Some research suggests that regular caffeine consumption can temporarily reduce insulin sensitivity in some individuals. This means your body cells become less responsive to insulin, requiring your pancreas to produce more insulin to handle the same amount of glucose. This exacerbates insulin resistance. If you already have insulin resistance, a hallmark of prediabetes and type 2 diabetes, caffeine can exacerbate this existing problem, leading to even higher blood sugar levels after meals. Individual variability, or coffee responders. It's important to note that this effect isn't universal. How much coffee raises blood sugar can vary significantly from person to person. Factors include genetics, existing metabolic health, prediabetes versus healthy, and even time of day. Some individuals are coffee responders whose blood sugar rises significantly, while others see minimal effect. This highlights the importance of individual monitoring. The morning double whammy. Your body naturally experiences a dawn phenomenon in the morning, where hormones cause a slight rise in blood sugar to prepare you for the day. Adding caffeine to this natural morning rise can create a double whammy, leading to even higher and more prolonged spikes for some, especially if consumed on an empty stomach. In essence, even without added sugar, coffee's caffeine content acts as a metabolic stimulant, prompting your body to release more glucose and potentially reducing its ability to manage that glucose effectively. For those at risk or already managing blood sugar, this acute effect of coffee can quietly contribute to chronic hyperglycemia and accelerate the progression of metabolic issues. If your morning coffee is indeed causing these post-caffeine blood sugar spikes, why should you care? Because like any repeated insult to the body, these seemingly temporary surges inflict silent cumulative damage that can lead to severe long-term health complications. 1. Blood vessel damage, microvascular and macrovascular. Each time your blood sugar spikes, it contributes to damaging the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels, endothelium. Microvascular damage affects tiny vessels in your eyes, kidneys, and nerves. Over time, this leads to diabetic retinopathy, vision loss, nephropathy, kidney disease, and neuropathy, nerve pain, numbness. Macrovascular damage impacts larger vessels, accelerating atherosclerosis, plaque buildup. This significantly increases your risk of heart attack, blockages in coronary arteries, stroke, blockages or ruptures in brain arteries. This damage progresses silently for years before symptoms appear. Worsening insulin resistance and pancreatic strain. Repeatedly forcing your pancreas to produce extra insulin to cope with caffeine-induced glucose surges exacerbates insulin resistance. Your cells become even more desensitized. Over time, the insulin-producing beta cells in your pancreas can become exhausted and fail, leading to a significant decrease in insulin production and the eventual onset of full-blown type 2 diabetes. This pancreatic burnout is a critical turning point. Chronic inflammation and oxidative stress. High blood sugar levels promote chronic low-grade inflammation and increase oxidative stress throughout your body. These are molecular processes that damage cells and DNA, contributing to the aging process and fueling the progression of almost every chronic disease, including cardiovascular disease and certain cancers. Your morning coffee could be silently fanning these dangerous flames. Contribution to weight gain. While caffeine itself may have a minor metabolic boost, if your coffee is causing insulin spikes, chronically high insulin levels signal your body to store fat. This makes weight loss incredibly difficult, especially fat around the abdomen, visceral fat, which is particularly detrimental to metabolic health. This creates a vicious cycle of weight gain, increased insulin resistance, and higher blood sugar. Cognitive impairment and brain fog. Fluctuating blood sugar levels directly impact brain function. Repeated spikes and crashes can lead to brain fog, difficulty concentrating, mental sluggishness, energy crashes, the familiar post-coffee slump. Over time, this can contribute to accelerated cognitive decline and even increase the risk of vascular dementia. The takeaway is clear. Understanding your coffee's effect on your blood sugar is paramount. These repeated, hidden spikes are not benign. They are silently building a foundation for serious metabolic disease and future health complications.
The good news is that you don't necessarily have to give up your morning coffee. The key is to understand your body's response and make smart, informed choices. Taking action means personalizing your coffee ritual for better metabolic health. 1. Know your numbers. Test your coffee response. This is the most powerful step to determine if you are a coffee responder whose blood sugar is affected by caffeine. Use a blood glucose meter. Test your blood sugar. Before your morning coffee, fasting reading. 30 to 60 minutes after your first sip of plain black coffee, no cream, no sugar. 1 to 2 hours after your coffee. Keep a log. Document your readings and how you felt. Repeat this for a few days to establish a pattern. Compare. If your blood sugar consistently jumps significantly, e.g. greater than 20 to 30 milligrams per deciliter after plain coffee, you're likely a coffee responder to caffeine's acute effect. 2. Make smart coffee choices. Based on your monitoring, adjust your coffee habits. Go black or nearly black. This is the easiest way to cut out added sugars and unhealthy fats from creamers and syrups. If you need creaminess, try a splash of unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk. Check labels for hidden sugars or carbs. Reduce or eliminate sugar or syrups. This is non-negotiable for stable blood sugar. Use natural, zero-calorie sweeteners sparingly if needed, but ideally, train your palate to enjoy coffee's natural flavor. Consider decaf. If plain black coffee still causes spikes, the caffeine is the culprit. Switching to decaffeinated coffee can allow you to enjoy the ritual without the blood sugar impact. Reduce quantity. If cutting out caffeine completely isn't an option, try reducing your daily intake, e.g. 1 cup instead of 3. Timing. For some, avoiding coffee on an empty stomach can help. Try having it with or after a balanced breakfast that includes protein and healthy fats. 3. Pair coffee with a balanced breakfast. If you must have regular coffee, consume it alongside a breakfast rich in protein, healthy fats, and fiber. This combination helps to blunt any potential blood sugar spike from the coffee itself. Example: eggs with avocado and a small portion of berries instead of sugary cereals or pastries. 4. Stay hydrated. Ensure you're drinking plenty of plain water throughout the day. Dehydration can affect blood sugar levels. 5. Consult your doctor or a dietitian. Share your home blood sugar readings and discuss your concerns. They can provide personalized advice based on your overall health, medication, and blood sugar goals. They might suggest specific dietary changes or medication adjustments. Taking action means being proactive about monitoring and mindful about your coffee choices. It's about empowering yourself with data to transform your morning ritual into a true energy boost without silently damaging your metabolic health. Managing blood sugar is a holistic endeavor. While adjusting your coffee habit is a key step, it's part of a larger strategy to maintain stable blood sugar and prevent type 2 diabetes. These lifestyle pillars work synergistically to support your metabolic health. 1. Comprehensive dietary approach beyond coffee. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods. This is the cornerstone. Emphasize fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, avocado, nuts, seeds, olive oil, and whole grains. Limit refined carbohydrates and sugars. These are the biggest culprits for blood sugar spikes. Dramatically reduce intake of white bread, white pasta, sugary drinks, pastries, and processed snacks. Prioritize fiber. Soluble fiber from non-starchy vegetables, legumes, oats, flax seeds slows glucose absorption. Mindful portion sizes, especially for carbohydrates, even healthy ones. Strategic meal pairing. Always combine carbohydrates with protein and/or healthy fats at every meal to stabilize blood sugar. 2. Regular physical activity. Exercise is a powerful tool for insulin sensitivity. How it helps? Muscles use glucose for energy. Regular activity makes your cells more responsive to insulin, allowing them to absorb glucose more efficiently from the bloodstream. Types: Aim for a mix of aerobic exercise, brisk walking, cycling, swimming, and strength training, lifting weights, body weight exercises. Both are crucial. Move after meals. Even a 10 to 15-minute walk after meals can significantly lower post-meal blood sugar by using glucose more efficiently. 3. Prioritize quality sleep. Sleep deprivation profoundly impacts blood sugar regulation. How it helps? Poor sleep increases insulin resistance, elevates stress hormones, and can lead to higher blood sugar the next day. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of consistent, restorative sleep nightly. Impact: quality sleep improves your body's ability to handle glucose effectively. 4. Manage stress effectively. Chronic stress elevates stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline, which signal your body to release glucose into the bloodstream, raising blood sugar levels. How it helps? Practices like meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies you enjoy can significantly lower stress and its impact on blood sugar. Impact: reduced stress means fewer stress-induced glucose surges. 5. Maintain a healthy weight. If you are overweight or obese, even modest weight loss, 5 to 7% of body weight, can dramatically improve insulin sensitivity and reduce your risk of type 2 diabetes. How it helps? Excess fat, especially around the abdomen, contributes to insulin resistance. Losing this fat improves your body's ability to use insulin effectively. 6. Regular checkups and open communication. Continue regular visits with your doctor. Share your home blood sugar readings, discuss any challenges, and explore adjustments to your plan. Being proactive and transparent is vital for long-term management. By integrating these powerful lifestyle pillars with your dietary and coffee-related strategies, you create a robust, holistic defense against dangerous blood sugar spikes and the silent progression towards type 2 diabetes. This is about empowering your body to heal and function optimally for a healthier, more vibrant future. For millions, that morning coffee is a cherished ritual. But today, you've learned a surprising truth. For many, even black coffee can silently, repeatedly spike blood sugar, laying the groundwork for serious health complications like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and cognitive decline. You now possess powerful knowledge, the direct and indirect ways your morning coffee can affect blood sugar, the alarming silent damage caused by repeated spikes to your blood vessels and pancreas, crucial steps for diagnosing your coffee response through simple home monitoring, smart strategies for adapting your coffee habit, going black, reducing sugar, trying decaf, or pairing it with a balanced breakfast, and the holistic lifestyle pillars of diet, exercise, sleep, and stress management that are vital for stable blood sugar. This isn't about giving up what you love. It's about optimizing it for your health. It's about transforming a potentially problematic habit into a truly beneficial morning ritual, replacing complacency with vigilance and uncertainty with empowerment. So here's your crucial call to action. Test your coffee response today. Get a glucometer and test before and after your plain black coffee. Know your numbers. Based on your results, make smart adjustments. Go black, reduce sugar, try decaf, or pair it with a balanced breakfast. Embrace holistic lifestyle changes. Prioritize whole foods, regular activity, quality sleep, and stress management. Share your findings and concerns with your doctor. And most importantly, share this message. This knowledge can be life-changing. Talk to your coffee-loving friends and family. because empowering someone to understand their unique coffee blood sugar link could prevent diabetes and ensure a healthier, more vibrant future. Master your morning.